In 2 days time I'm turning 23, and it's such a relief. But also, getting older, it means that you're getting wiser, you're having more experiences. And when I mean more experiences, it means going after the things that you want, also meeting new people. And another thing that I'm going to say is really just not selling yourself short. Because, for example, the older that you get more experiences, and then depending on the people that you meet, they're also needing to take you seriously. So that's why I always mention like having a good first impression. And by me doing this video, it's because I felt like now was a good time to really do it. And I chose to do it in the shade because the weather's really hot. And this video at all is not scripted. I don't mind how the video turns out. I just want it to be that I do this video, I document it, I look back on it. I think the best thing each and every single year is the people that I get to meet. But also I start to question, how do I meet the people in the first place? And most of it is to do with online. Sometimes I meet people in person, and then sometimes I just meet people unexpectedly, where sometimes you just meet them and then you don't see them again. The whole idea of meeting people is just to introduce yourself, but then also seeing how people react when you do or say certain things. Because when you meet people, it's not that it has to go well, but you don't want it to be that you put people on a pedestal. You don't want it to be that when someone looks at you, you don't know what it is to do. And I do get it, we get nervous at times. Sometimes we don't know what to say. Sometimes we expect people to at least perceive us in the best way possible. But you need to understand this, and this is something that I realized, that people are going to already perceive you in a certain way. For anyone that's watching this, people are going to see you the way that they want to see you. And you can do all these things to really surprise people. You can do these things where you can show people what it is that you're capable of, but they'll still choose to see you in a certain way. So that's why it's not good to really impress people. But if you are going to impress people, it's through your work. But you don't want it to be that you're people pleasing. You don't want it to be that you have to say the same things. And when you say the same things, it could mean that you're trying to say things that really impress people. But deep down, if you was by yourself, you don't really consider them your best friends. And that's another thing that I wanted to say, because who you surround yourself with is really the best thing, or it can be the worst thing. If I was to think about a few people in my head where I want to tell them good news, I want to tell a few people good news because they've been around for a long time. But also when I have conversations with them, I don't have to fake being a certain person. When it comes to meeting other people, you need to be yourself, at least the best version of yourself, because every single day you try and improve by 1%. And it's okay if people don't see you in the way that you see yourself. You don't want it to be that people like the fake version of you, the version of you that has the best clothes, at least knows how to be a smooth talker. But not only that, you try and impress people through at least the things that you offer people. If I say it in any video, I want it to be in this video, that friendships are harder as well. Like, friendships are hard to really maintain. And it's not just really relationships, because a lot of people, they want different things, but that doesn't mean that what you want, you should not do it. Because other people, they have different motivations, they had a different upbringing. When it comes to celebrating your birthday, it's not really the same thing for each person, because some people don't want to tell anyone. Some people want to tell the whole world that it's their birthday. Some people want to celebrate outside, and some people want to celebrate inside. So that's why it really depends on each person that you're really talking to. You need to accept people as they are and not how you want them to be. You start to realize that if each person was in the same situation that you was in, would they do the same thing as you? So you know, when you're with other people, sometimes the best way to really understand someone and to also avoid conflict is to really listen to a person, but to also spend quality time with them. And it doesn't mean that it has to be for a long time, but when you're with that person, just give them your full attention. You're watching this video to understand me, to listen to me, and sometimes you disagree with me, but you still come back to my videos. For anyone that watches my channel for the past months or the past few years, I just want to thank you, because it keeps me going. The positive comments keep me going. The negative comments, let's just say it keeps me going as well, because at the same time they do watch my videos as well. But the last thing that I'm just going to say, when it comes to understanding people, is to really be in their shoes. Because by being in their shoes, they always say this, like in stories, when you're looking at the writer's perspective, by being in someone else's shoes, you start to realize why they act the way they do, what it is that they're doing and for what reason. And for example, some people may do the wrong thing for the right reasons, because it's like telling someone a white lie. You know, for example, you have someone that you know that always likes to go out, but instead of them taking it the wrong way when you tell them the truth, you want to tell them something else, like to go to a different place to really distract them. Or you tell them that you're going to this place with them, only so that you don't stay as long, so that you can move to somewhere else, if that makes sense. It doesn't mean that what you do for people, they'll do it in return. So when you do the right thing and you have the right intentions, you realize that it's only a matter of time before you meet someone that may take advantage of that, but you just need to be careful. That's what I wanted to say as my point. Similar to what I just said earlier, and if you see what I do on my channel, I always say enjoy to encourage, because I want you to enjoy the things that you do and to encourage other people to do the right thing. And the last thing that I'm going to say, because I did do a 20 lessons type of video where I'll say, here's 20 lessons for when I was 20 years old. But I'm not going to do that, because otherwise I'll be repeating myself. And the reason why I did one video, because I'm dedicating this whole week to really my birthday, so that I at least get to relax for a little bit. But next week I'm back to it, I'm back at it, and yeah, I'll see you again soon. I just wanted to say quickly, I know I should have said this in the video, but it's basically 2 days before my birthday. So when you see this video, it will be my birthday. And yeah, I just want you to enjoy the moment, be in the present moment, but also think about your future as well. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you again soon.